Slippy. Wicklow Mountains, but it's number one, too windy to fly and it's raining as well. So we really wanted to test parrot and Affy, but it's too windy for a parrot and Affy for sure. Now you probably wonder why we bought that. That will be Dave's drone. He's coming into action. it is. It's started to rain. Oh, we hold on right in that wind. Can't complain. Wouldn't trust the bebop though, or a parrot. Oh dear, so sleepy. We had some snow, so we went up to the mountains. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that bit. The weather isn't that really cooperative with us, and I received a really nice drone, and it is under the cost of $100. So I think it's about $50 or so, and it's brilliant to start with. I think they're almost. I really want to play with more Anafi and see if I can get better settings on it. I don't know, I just can't get the settings right. Sorry, I had to do that because that tune just makes you dance.
It's in for Joe for a couple of days. Well, it'll never happen here, they said. Nobody would be so stupid, they thought, or selfish, they suggested, or reckless, they opined. That sort of thing, flying drones into the middle of an airport, is something that only the Brits would be crazy enough to do. Well, it would seem now it's not just rogue British drone owners who are that crazy. There's a bit of a backlog, as you've been hearing on the news, at one bit of a mess at Dublin Airport following somebody deciding that it would be a good idea to fly a drone over the airspace in Dublin Airport. Christina Fitzsimons, good afternoon, how are you?
Good afternoon, Philip. How are you? I'm grand, thank you.
Good. I hope you have an alibi now for where you were with your drone this afternoon.
I have alibi that I would never do such a thing, that's for sure. Well, first of all, when I heard in the news, I was really disappointed and, angry kind of at whoever did it. And it really kind of puts to your mind to think, why would you do that? What sort of scenery would you capture flying and cross an airspace, other than just, causing massive interruptions in the Dublin Airport? I have no words really. I'm shocked actually to hear that.
I was trying to think what you could possibly be trying to capture, what you could possibly be trying to do. Would it be a different perspective, a different angle on planes landing and taking off that might attract some people?
Yeah, but you can do all that along the side of the road. Take your camera and put it on the stand, and you can capture actually even much better takeoffs. I've done that so many times, But no, I think it's just probably proved the point that somebody can do that, and that's just totally silly and puts us, let's say the rest of us that are being cautious and follow the IA rules and regulations, and in total bad the name it gives us.
The question is, did it really happen? It's like in the UK when the drone was sighted flying across the runway, and it appears to be not a drone, but a big long crane with the red lights flashing. So whoever caused that mayhem should be prosecuted, shouldn't it?
I'm just disappointed that has happened, and I just kind of puts also a question mark in my head. If it did indeed have happened, it must have been one of those kind of cheaper drones that is able to take off right at the airport, because the drone that I have, it's a DJI product. I'm not advertising, but I'm just saying that you would not be able to take off at any sort of like the government buildings, like including the prisons, the drone is programmed by DJI, and you have to constantly keep an up-to-date versions on it. And they have introduced quite stringent measures
Hang on a second,
where you
Christina,
take off.
can I understand this correctly now? Or let me piece it together from what you're saying. That the Irish Aviation Authority publishes what are the restricted airspaces, and that is software that your drone downloads and stays up to date with, and cannot actually take off or fly into those areas.
Yeah, that's correct. I would not be able to take off or even fly as close, let's say, 8 kilometres in that area.
That's not true of all brands and all manufacturers.
No, obviously it's not. Yeah, I don't know any of the other I don't know all the brands, but I know that the majority drones that are sold in shops are DJI products, and there's a lot of other products too, like Parrot and whatnot. I don't know any of those, if they are the same, follow the same sort of security procedures as the likes of DJI products. But it's
so
very
it can't be
frustrating.
done, basically, is what you're saying, with your technology anyway. I happen to know, coincidentally, I was talking to a colleague who did some filming for Dublin Airport Authority at Dublin Airport with a drone flying over the buildings, but they were only able to do it on Christmas Day when there were no planes landing or taking off. That the airport authority wouldn't allow them to do it at any other time at all. But their drone took off without any problem. So it's obviously not all drones.
Obviously, I mean, I'm sure you can bypass all that too, but what would you do? I mean,
what's the appropriate punishment, Christina, for somebody who does
I
something
think
like
it should be brought and prosecuted, and obviously, rules are rules, and if you don't follow the rules...
But what's an appropriate punishment? A fine or prison time?
Well, I don't know. I'm not the judge to make a call on that, but if I don't know, if a prison time helps, yes, I don't know what the sort of time, should be. Probably that's too much, I don't know, but I'd say yes.
I mean, somebody needs to be made an example of on some level.
Yeah.
If there are those out there who think that there are no consequences to their actions flying a drone into the middle of a busy airport, they need to be set straight on that, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, it says on your app before you take off, and make sure that you comply with all the, because we're an island, it's IAA, so IAA rules and regulations, and
I know, but that's only a tick box exercise, isn't it? Are you over 18? Yes, of course I am.
Yeah, of course, but still, it puts to your mind, do I really comply or not? But I know a lot of people probably just disobey that.
Yeah.
But
you've made a business out of this, haven't you?
Yeah, small business, yes. But I mostly capture all this sort of beautiful green Irish scenery and coastal lines and just post them on YouTube. That's what I do.
Have you ever had anybody who is unhappy with you flying over their property?
No, because you see, we get up at crack of dawn at about 6 o'clock in the morning, and let's say to whatever the destination we go, there's no one there, and we just capture our beautiful coastlines, and if there's a castle from a far end, then include that too, So
it's a sensitive business, though, isn't it? Because I live in rural Wicklow, and I know that there's a good number of farmers neighbours of mine who are very, very put out by people flying drones over their property.
I can understand, but even today, in one of the examples, why would they not? That's why, because people don't follow the rules.
This is even, within the rules. I don't think that there is any prohibition on you flying your drone over, anybody's farm. But because of their concerns that there are criminal gangs out there who are using drones to sketch out farmyards, that they feel, you know what? No, I'm sorry, anybody flying a drone over my property, I would feel, they're thinking, quite entitled to shoot it out of the sky.
No, absolutely, yeah. I mean, if I know, we went to a place called, I'm not sure if you've heard of it, Les Castle. It's one of the most haunted buildings in Ireland. And obviously, before I took off, I asked Sean Ryan, who's the owner of it, I asked him, would it be okay for me, to capture some of bits of your castle? And he said, okay, do this side and don't do the other side, whatever, So, I mean, if everyone kind of followed that rule, it would be absolutely fabulous. But, you always get some bold people who don't do it, or I don't know, really. It's really, really shocking. I would say that it's probably one of those drones that did not require all the tick in a box, or else they bypassed all the security measures that's built in the drone.
And took it to the end of the runway, apparently. Well, somewhere where a pilot from aboard the plane was able to see it. It was that close, because the smaller ones can be very hard to spot in the sky.
Yeah.
So it must have been relatively close, if indeed it was one of the smaller ones. All right, Christina.
It's very disappointing. But that person should be prosecuted, should be brought to court and held accountable. That's 100% sure.
Thank you very much. Take care, Christina. 1850 715 815. Friday, March the 5th.
Okay, so what do you guys think about that? It's very disappointing. Like I've said, it is very disappointing to hear that on the news. Now the question really is, was it really a drone or was it not really a drone? So anyway, I'll leave the rest for you to decide. Thanks a million for watching. God bless. Goodbye. Sloan.